Hi guys, my name's Evan Rose. Hopefully you know me from class. And I just wanted to introduce you guys to my shooting experiment and overall my input device experiment. And just to give you a quick overview, I'm doing this input device experiment to basically analyze how different devices perform in different 3D environments used for different interactions. So in this one, it's a shooting experiment, but I also have a drawing experiment and a maneuvering experiment. And my hope is that by using three different devices, that being a trackball, mouse, and gamepad, I can see if different interactions within these environments are better suited for certain devices, and really just try to see if it impacts people's performance. And having said that, let's go. So we're going to start this experiment. And basically what you have to do is just shoot around. And all these targets are randomized. Across these planes, and I did that by implementing little cubes in the corners, which you can't see, and then mapping out these walls and putting all these targets on the walls. I made this entire environment myself. I know it's pretty basic. When I was first starting this, I just wasn't very used to Unity, and it was just a big learning curve for me. So that's just this experiment right here. It's just harder and more targets as the levels go by, but just for time's sake in this video, I'm gonna get rid of it and go on to the next one. So, I'm not sure if I told you guys yet, but you can use a gamepad in this as well. And so for my next experiment, my drawing experiment, I'm going to get that gamepad ready just so I can show you guys real quick, but I'm going to pause it. Okay, and we are back, and this is my drawing experiment, and I'm using this with the gamepad, as you guys can see on the right. And basically the three levels are to draw three shapes, those in 2D. My second level is to draw two shapes, a cube and a sphere. And my last level is to draw the numbers 1 through 12 around you in a plane circular to your position, so kind of like a clock if you were in the middle of it. And right now, that was a really good triangle, but this is actually pretty difficult to do. And what I tried to describe to my participants is if your geometry teacher couldn't recognize it, it doesn't count, and keep retrying. And to do this, I'm pressing right trigger to draw, and as you can see, it's not the easiest thing, but just for time's sake, we're going to go on to the next level. And so the next level is draw in 3D, cube and sphere. And one interesting thing I wanted to point out about this specifically is that there was really a learning curve for all my participants. Since I made this, I know the easiest way to draw most of these shapes, but they did not, and that was very clear. And drawing a straight line in this game, while it may look easy that I'm doing it, it is not. And I'm just using my walking, maneuvering to more do that than actually drawing it. And that was an interesting thing to see, just because participants all had a different way of approaching this, and I thought that was really interesting. Yep, I'm drawing my shape. We're just going to do it kind of quick just for time's sake. And basically what I'm measuring in this level is metrics such as clicks taken, undos taken, let's see what else. Overall time to complete, and you can also jump and stuff like that, but I don't really think it matters for metrics. There was also observational measurements taken on this that I did by hand. I'm screen recording this, but I thought that was a lot of data to keep, so I just took it by hand, and I'll do that. As you can see, that's my sphere. So we'll go on to the next one. And that is going to be the numbers 1 through 12 around this. I need to edit the script there. I forgot to put that in. 2, 3, all that stuff. As you can tell, it's really hard, and I'm just doing this quick as well. And so that's this experiment, and now I am going to show you guys the next one. Okay, so this is my final experiment, and it's called the maneuvering experiment, and this one was a lot of fun to build. It was just really unique, and I thought it was a lot of fun to import a lot of assets and make them all around. I configured all these barrel stacks myself. They're assets that I imported, but I made all the collision detection happen, and did level design myself and edited a lot of the things that I imported, so that was fun to do. It took a very long time, and there was also a very large learning curve on this as well. Oops, I hit that. Basically what I found is that people that had prior experience, whether it be gaming or just a lot of time on the computer, stuff like that, it was very clear that they had a selected favorite for this, just whatever way they have interacted in environments before, which I thought was pretty interesting to see. On top of this, they did not all take the same route, and it was really interesting just to see how people approach this kind of challenge, because it was not easy. I'm trying to show you here the next level, which is I think is really unique. It's pretty cool. I only did 2 levels for this one instead of 3, because I kind of, for one, I had a hard time trying to figure out different implementations I could do, but also I think it was just a really unique way of showing it, and I'll show you guys here. I changed the physics and a lot of that other stuff, and I think it's just a pretty unique but difficult experiment to go through, as you guys can tell. Yep, so here are all of them flying, and I also have a little bit different mechanics for jump and stuff like that, so they can't do it as easy as last time. And we're just going to see. Oop, jukes. So yeah, this is my experiment overall, and the data I'm taking for this one as well is like jumps, hit objects, overall time to complete, and stuff like that. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.